Well, good morning guys. Day 7 on the Heysen Trail. A wet one. The final leg of my Aussie Triple Crown. And it's back on the road. Literally. So we've got a look on the map. It looks like it's going to be about a 11 or so k walk on this fire trail, or whatever you want to call it. And then we head off this road, and I'm going to, I think it's Buckarina North, something, Buckarina campsite. So as you can tell, it's certainly a wet one, and the ground is very sort of slippery, because it's kind of like, now that it's wet, it's turned to sort of clay, and it's pretty slippery on the foot, so I'm gonna have to be a bit careful. I don't want to end up on my bum. Last night was good. I don't know what time it started raining, but maybe about midnight. It wasn't really supposed to start raining till today, but anyway, it started raining midnight. The wind died down, and then the rain started. But anyway, I had a reasonably good sleep. Breakfast in the tent. And with my Durst Next Mid, I was able to pull that in a tent first, pack that away nice and dry, and then I pulled down the fly. I'll put that on top of my pack so all the other stuff won't get wet. So today looks like it's about a 40k day, and then it sets me up for a shorter day tomorrow into a really cool hut that we'll see tomorrow. So let's catch you down the trail. Love hiking. Buckarina North walk-in site, campsite. It's not much of a campsite. Look at it, it's just a hilly thing. The only thing you can camp on is that platform down there, and that's a bit tricky with a trekking pole tent. But I'll tell you what, I was glad to get here, because that was a flippin' slog. One thing, it was just walking down the road for at least half of it. That walking on the road was just atrocious. It was so slippery because it was raining, and the mud had just turned to slush and sticky. If I wasn't slipping, I had an inch of mud on the bottom of my feet. At one point there, I had to cross a dry creek bed, and I couldn't get out of the creek bed because the mud was so slippery I couldn't get any traction. At one point I ended up sliding down on my backside. Fortunately I couldn't video all that, but anyway, glad to come here. It's still raining, but I'm just having some crackers, and this afternoon looks like it's going to be all climbing. I'm going to, I've got the name of the little hut, the next campsite, but it's 22 k's from here, and the majority of that's up, so probably be a bit slower, and it looks like a lot of it's going to be fence walking again too. So I'm gonna, it's just got 11:30, so we'll see if we can get out of here shortly after 12, and that should get me in there by at least 5:30, before dark. So I'm gonna need some cleaning up. I don't know if you can see my boots and shoes, look at that. So I want some time before dark to clean up, and so alright, I'm gonna enjoy my lunch, and I'll catch us all later. Well, back on the trail. That was a nice break there at Buckarina North, under the shelter, get out of the rain for a bit. Fortunately there were ants right in the shelter as well, so to keep my feet up off the ground, otherwise they were having a piece of me. So hopefully the forecast says the rain is supposed to ease, but it's just a bit of a pain, that's all. Not too bad. So looking forward to this afternoon. Looks like a bit of a climb. Hopefully it'll clear up, so I might be able to get some views. It'd be good. So otherwise I'll catch you down the trail. I came out here, I was expecting to be in the desert and it'd be all arid and dry, and look at this. Look how green it is. I know we just had rain, but it's amazing. All right, camp's set up. It's still pretty windy here. We're at about 600 meters. We came down from the summit of Mount Arden, which was 844 meters. We're about 660 here. It's windy on and off. Anyway, I've had my dinner. That was good. Now I'm just having a hot drink. I've run out of hot chocolate, so I'm making a drink out of Nutella. So I just boiled up some water, added some Nutella. Actually doesn't taste too bad. So today was, like I said before, was 43 kilometers, over 1200 meters of climbing. And the morning was just horrible. It was the worst day ever. It was like skating on the mud. And when I was trying to cross that dry creek there, I couldn't even get out because there's just, the bank was too steep and I couldn't get any traction. I ended up on my backside. But this afternoon it was great. Walking up a great gorge, up the river, that was nice. Up the dry creek was good. And then the views to finish off with on Mount Arden and on the approach was unbelievable. It was great. So, all in all, all's well that ends well. So tomorrow I'm going to go to Dutchman's Hut. I think it's about 30 k's from here, 10 k's out from Corn. So Dutchman Hut's apparently a pretty cool hut. It's got electricity and the like. So I'll be able to charge all my gear up, and then the following morning I'll just go into Corn, resupply, and then probably go out to the first hut that I can come to. So that's the plan over the next couple of days. So I'm going to enjoy my hot drink here, and I'll catch you all in the morning. Love hiking.
Today's gonna be a good day.